In this video, I will be comparing the video quality from the 1-inch main sensor of the Xiaomi 15 Ultra and the Osmo Pocket 3. The videos from both devices will be displayed side by side, and in some instances the whole video from each device will be displayed separately, so you can look at the whole image and compare for yourself. Right from the beginning, we can see that the details in the video from both devices is very good and pretty close to each other. Although I do think that Xiaomi's image is slightly over-sharpened due to the processing in the phone, as is the case with most smartphone cameras. The Pocket 3 colors look more natural, and that is generally the case during this whole comparison. The Xiaomi's colors are way too warm. In this example, the Pocket 3 colors are much cooler, although the white balance is a little off. Xiaomi is doing a better job in terms of white balance, but the temperature is on the warmer side. I have noticed that the Pocket 3 exposes for the highlights in auto mode, which should actually be the case, as darker shadows preserve more details than blown out highlights. Xiaomi, on the other hand, almost has HDR-like image, which looks alright in terms of details, but exposure-wise, Pocket 3 image is more closer to reality. Here you can see the sky is almost white in Xiaomi's image, which is again less accurate compared to the Pocket 3 image. Although one camera is on a gimbal, but let's just do a stabilization test. I'm currently walking at normal pace. This is the stabilization on the Xiaomi 15 Ultra on the main lens. The skin tones on the Pocket 3 are also more accurate, although not exactly perfect, but on Xiaomi skin tones are way off. Details wise, both images look close, but the Xiaomi has done some over sharpening. This is a walking test in low light conditions, and again, it's not a fair comparison because the phone is not on a gimbal, and I'm trying to walk as steady as I possibly can, but from what it seems, the video looks quite stable on the phone as well. This is where the Pocket 3 completely beats Xiaomi. If you look at the lighting on the table on both images, you will notice that the Pocket 3 captures the real colors as well as the texture on the tablecloth. The center of the table is more brighter and less so towards the side on the Pocket 3, but on the Xiaomi, the whole table looks evenly lit, which is proof of the poor rendering of colors and over processing. In all the sample footage that I've shown you, you must have noticed that the Xiaomi 15 Ultra image is a little bit zoomed in, and that is because the Xiaomi 15 Ultra main lens is equivalent to 23mm field of view, whereas the Osmo Pocket 3 is 20mm equivalent, and that's why Osmo Pocket 3 is more wider and more suited for vlogging. If you wanted to vlog using the main lens of Xiaomi 15 Ultra, it'll be more zoomed in, so you're gonna have to resort to using the ultra wide lens, which is not as high quality as the main lens. I've also noticed that the Xiaomi 15 Ultra image is, despite having a lot of detail, is a little over sharpened, as is the case with most mobile phone devices, and the Osmo Pocket 3 image was more natural and a little softer compared to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, because it is not as processed as the Xiaomi's image. And I personally prefer the Osmo Pocket 3 image because it was more closer to reality than the Xiaomi's image. In Osmo Pocket 3, you have the option to turn down the sharpness as well to -2, and that makes the image a little bit more softer and more pleasing to look at and more cinematic, you could say. Yeah, so you do have that option, but you don't have that option on the Xiaomi camera app. And yeah, I hope that they add this feature because the image is a little over sharpened and doesn't look very pleasing. So overall, I personally prefer the image from the Osmo Pocket 3. I think it looks more cinematic. The colors are more accurate. It's less sharp. And yeah, so if you wanted to pick up one of these devices purely because of the 1-inch sensor, I would suggest that you pick up the Osmo Pocket 3. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.